Hey guys, so today I want to talk about press outs. What exactly is a press out? A press out is an extremely important component to a quick, efficient, and accurate draw, and it's also important just as a basic pistol fundamental, kind of laying your foundation, and it'll help with a lot of different things. So let's break it down step by step. So essentially, we have the gun at what's called compressed ready. My shoulders and my arms are relaxed. I have the gun pointed forward, and my grip on the gun is already established. It's already good to go. So all I'm going to do, a press out, is driving the gun straight out and aligning the sights on target. That's all it is. Simple as that. Now, what we don't want to do is extend our arms straight out and duck our head. We want to keep our head upright. That way it creates less tension. It also creates more spatial awareness. And we just want to bring the sights up to our eyes. And we also want to create a little bit of a bend in our arms. Now, there's not a certain percentage or length that works for everyone because everyone has different body types. But all we're looking for is just a slight bend in the arms, and that way we're creating a bit of a suspension system for better controlling recoil, and also to better isolate our upper body from our lower body during movement. So everything we do and we practice static, standing still, we want to be able to translate over to movement. And sticking our arms straight out and ducking our head may be great for static shooting, but it does not work well for shooting on the move. So, a press out is an extremely important component of the draw. And so people see my draw and they think that a lot of my speed is coming right here, because that's just kind of what it looks like. And there is some speed here, but most of my speed is actually coming from my press out. Because you can have a really fast contact with the gun, but if your press out is wonky and you can't quite align those sights effectively or efficiently, and consistently, you're going to be losing time, or it's going to result in either one of two things. You're either going to be inaccurate and inconsistent, or you're just going to take longer. So the press out is actually the most important part of the draw. So the draw essentially broken down into three parts. Your first initial contact with the gun, establishing your firing hand grip, clearing the holster, establishing your support hand grip, and then driving the gun out from a press out. Now you'll notice that I'm driving the gun straight out. I'm not sweeping up, and I'm also not swooping down. And the reason is because I'm sure you've heard the saying, the fastest way between 2 points is a straight line. It's the exact same thing. And it's also creating the most efficient way and the quickest way to be able to get our gun out on target and aligning those sights. And there's a lot of inconsistency you lose because you can't see your sights, and there's also you can't control your movement when your arms are extended like that. And the same thing with swooping down. So we want to press out straight, just like that. So from your point of view, it's going to look something like this. We have the gun pointed towards the target, and we're going to press straight out and align those sights. Shoulders and arms relaxed, grip established, pressing straight out and aligning those sights. Now when you first start doing this, you may be a little inconsistent. You may press out and have your sights aligned a little bit to the right, or maybe they'll fall a little bit to the left. And that's okay. It just takes a lot of time, a lot of practice, and a lot of reps. And the awesome thing about this is that you can do this with dry fire and live fire. And the thing is, you don't need your holster. All you're doing is you have your gun and you're pressing straight out. No need for any other gear, just your gun. So that way, when you start working your draw is going to be a piece of cake because you already have the most important part mastered. Another thing to keep in mind is when you're doing reloads, whether it be emergency reloads or speed reloads, when you press out, you pull that trigger and you have to reload. As soon as we get that gun reloaded, we're essentially rolling the gun back out and pressing out again. It's like a half of a press out. So if you already have your press out solid, reloads will come a little bit easier as well. So guys, it just comes down to practice, doing hundreds of reps, thousands of reps, and you will get good at it. It comes down to consistency, efficiency, and accuracy. So guys, get out and train, stay safe. Hope this helps. Have fun.